my name's Steve, I'm the physio at Coventry University. So I've just put together this small guide for you, just as a little mobility exercise, so that if you are sat at your desk for long periods during the day, every so often you can just get up, move around a little bit. And this will just work on the whole spine really from top down. So what we're going to do first of all is just start with your neck. So head does a few movements, we're going to make it nice and simple for you. All I want you to do is in standing, just bring your chin down to your chest, leave it there a couple of seconds, and then right up to the ceiling. And then we're just going to repeat maybe 4 or 5 of those, just to get that neck moving. Obviously if we're sat at a desk, then the head tends to stay in one position and not really move a huge amount. Good, we do one more. Lovely, next movement we're going to do a little bit of side turning with the head. So we're just going to turn to one side, as far as you can, and then to the other side. And what we're looking to do is try and get the chin sort of almost in line with your collarbone. For those of you who are struggling to get that far round, just go as far as you can. Obviously don't push too much into pain, and the more you do this, the better it will get. Good, so the next one we're going to do is high head tilts. So we're going to tilt our head to one side. And again, sadly, older folk, you might not get quite as far. Younger folk, you should get more than I'm getting. So we just move side to side. And we're just going to give those muscles a little bit of a stretch, just the ones on the side here that tend to get a little bit tight as we're sat at our desks all day. So side to side. You can do as many of these as you like really through the day, as often as you like. The more often you do them, the less you have to do at one time. If you're only going to do them maybe twice, then you can do sort of 30 or 40 repetitions if you want to, entirely up to you. So that's the neck covered. Next thing we're going to do is work on our shoulders. So we're going to go forwards and backwards with our arms. So we're going to go as high as we can, bring them right up, and then all the way back down, and as far back as you can. So I'm just going to show you side on. So again, as high as you can in front of you. And you should notice as I do this, your sort of upper back moves a little bit. You start to lean forward, and you start to sort of arch up a little bit. So it's quite good for sort of mobility in the upper back as well as just the arms. So make sure they go as far back as you can. If you want to, by all means, do some little circles and things as well. You can sort of bring your arms right around if you want to. Good, so 3 or 4 of those. Then we're going to go to the sideways one. Palms facing forward, slightly in front of you, just right up as far as you can. Cross them over at the top if you can, and then right back down. Good. And we're going to do about 3 or 4. Same as, just get everything moving. Like I said, if you are stuck at your desk a lot of the day, it's easy for time to pass really, and next thing you know, you spent 2 hours sitting in the same position, not doing a lot. So if you sort of get up every so often, you know, it could be every hour, every 45 minutes, and just do maybe 3 or 4 of these. It'll make a massive difference in the day as you go through. Good. Next one we're going to do is bring our shoulders across. We're going to stretch out those muscles in our back, upper back. So we're going to bring our arms in front. We'll start nice and wide. So open that chest up as far as you can. Bring the arms across. Bring one arm and then just grab hold and sort of pull as far as you can. You should feel a bit of a stretch in this part of the shoulder, possibly behind the shoulder blade as well. And just keep it there, a few seconds is all you need. Good. Open up your arms again, as far as you can, and then you're going to do exactly the same again, but the other arm this time. And pull that across, a little bit of a stretch in the back of that shoulder, a little bit of movement in that shoulder blade behind. And we're going to do, again, I would say 2 or 3 on each side is probably plenty of these. You don't need to go too much, but if it's an exercise you really like doing, or you feel it really helps with whatever symptoms you have, then by all means, do as many as you like. So we're going to do one more just for demonstration purposes. Good. Okay, so we're going to move on to upper back now and do a little bit. So nice and easy. Upper back sort of rotates mostly. So what we're going to do is put our feet about shoulder width. Hands either on your head like that or across your chest. Doesn't really matter. I tend to put them up here. I think it's a little bit easier. And then what we're going to do is rotate as far as we can one way, and then as far as we can the other. Nice and simple. And again, with this one, there's lots of variations you can do. You can start to go faster if you want to. So you can start to sort of really rotate and use a little bit of momentum when you do this, or you can use it like a stretch. Hold one side, back to the middle, and then hold the other side into hip 2. So from there we're going to start to move our spine sideways. So again, hands up in the air, this will get our upper back a little bit more, feet about shoulder width or hip width, and then what you're going to do is just tilt to one side, as far as you can, and then same with the other side, just tilt. Good. If you're anything like me, you get a few pops and clicks in the back as you do this. That's perfectly normal. Don't worry too much about that. It's normally things just loosening up along the way. Good. You should feel a nice stretch all the way down the side here when you do this. So again, with this one, again, you can go a little bit faster if you want and use like a rocking motion, or you can just use it like a bit of a stretch. Good. Okay, so next one we can do for the upper back. This isn't, I didn't put this on the webinar last week, I might include it this week. So we're going to sort of use a surface, possibly wall or a door or something, pop your hands onto the door like that, and then what we're trying to do is sort of almost stick your bum out and then push our backs to the floor. So we're going to push our chest downwards, get a good stretch into the upper back. Okay, nice position like that, and then back up. And again, 3 or 4 of those will be plenty. This is one that we should probably do a lot more often. So obviously when we're sitting, our spines are quite flexed the entire time, so we tend to sit a little bit like that and hunched. This is quite a nice thing, a nice way of changing that position and doing the opposite of what we do in the day. So that's upper back covered, and like I said, you can do as many repetitions as you like. So we're going to move on to lower back. Lower back, it's got a few movements, much the same as the upper, less rotation, but we can work on all the movements that we would normally do. So first off, we're going to touch our toes. We call this a roll down. We're going to move one vertebrae at a time and just work our way down. So it's chin down to your chest, then we'll slump the shoulders, and then we're just going to slide our hands down, sort of one vertebrae at a time. Go as far as you can. I don't go very far, unfortunately, hamstrings tend to stop me. And then we're going to just sort of unroll, basically. So you're going to work lower back first of all, and then just go up in exactly the same way you went down. Nice and tall. And same again, so chin down to your chest, shoulders forward, and then just work down one vertebrae at a time until we get sort of roughly down to the feet or floor. If you're really flexible, obviously you can go palms all the way to the floor, but just go as far as you can. You might find each time you go that little bit further. Obviously, as I said before, if you get any pain, just don't push it into pain, just go as far as you're comfortable to go, and then come back up. So it might be that some people, that's all they're happy to do. Fine, that's perfect. At least it's better than nothing. Second movement we can do is a sideways movement. So for this one, we're going to put hands by our side. It's going to target the lower back a little bit more. Feet about hip width, maybe shoulder width apart. And same again, you're going to slide the hand down to one side. You should be able to get towards the knee, or roughly to where the knee is on this one. And then same on the other side. Nice and easy. Good. And then same on the other side. So again, 3 or 4 on each side. Again, you might feel a stretch sort of through this section. That's what we're looking to get. Important on this one that you don't sort of lean forward as you go. So if I show you side on, if I go sideways, it is purely a sideways movement. I'm not sort of doing this as I go. Alright, so nicely sideways, and then same on the other side, so nice and gentle. Alright, last one we're going to do is what we call an extension movement, so leaning backwards. So easiest way to do this, hands on your bottom or your lower back, and then all you're going to do is just arch over your hands. So you can push your hips forwards, arch back as far as you're happy to go, and then back up. Alright, same again. And same, don't push into pain on this one, just go as far as you're happy to go. Unfortunately, I'm not a model of flexibility, so lots of people will get further than I'm getting. But just do what you can. Like I said, don't push into pain. So, all those little things have taken me about 8-9 minutes to do. Won't take you long in your day. Once you're sort of familiar with the routine, you just blast them through one after another. Like I said, you could do them every hour. It's about 8 minutes out of your day then. So the more you can do, the better through the day. But if you're going to split them and do one in the morning, one in the afternoon or evening, then just do a few more repetitions of each. And that should sort of help to sort of stave off any aches and pains that you might get while you're working from home. All right, look after yourselves, and I'll be back soon.